The Portuguese textile and clothing sector in 2016 comprised 11,800 companies. This number has been on a downward trend over the past decade. Since 2005, the number of companies has decreased 30%, and since 2009 has fallen 17%. About 134,000 employees work in the textile and clothing sector. In the last decade, there has been a decrease in the number of workers of 35% between 2005 and 2013. This trend has been reversed since 2014, having grown 8% since that year. In 2016, the sector represented about 20% of the total manufacturing employment. Exports surpassed the €5 billion barrier, increasing 5.1% when compared to 2015. It is the 8th consecutive year of export growth. Since 2009, exports have grown 45%. The textile and clothing sector represents around 10% of the total exports of national goods. The turnover of the sector reached €7.2 billion, also a maximum unreached over a decade. Since 2009, this value has grown 34%. In 2016, the sector represented about 8% of the Portuguese manufacturing industry turnover. The gross added value was of €2.2 billion. This indicator represents the maximum registered over a decade and presented a growth of 33% since 2012. In 2016, the sector accounted for about 11% of the gross added value of the manufacturing industry. However, in 2016 remains the divergence between the growth of turnover and exports with the growth of GVA. Also significant is the increase of the value related to the trade balance, which stood at €1.151 billion, 2.5 times the value of the balance in 2009, a growth of 148%. The gross fixed capital formation, which measures the investment made by companies of the sector, reached in 2016 a value close to €230 million. After the years of greater uncertainty between 2005 and 2012, investment has recovered very important values in recent years. In 2016, the turnover per employee was around €53,700, the highest ever. Since 2009, it has increased by 47%. Identical behavior was the gross added value per employee, which increased 39% compared to 2009 and 44% when compared to 2005.